Once again, Too Many Games didn't disappoint. Last year, Too Many Games was my very first convention ever, and I've gone to a few others since then, but I can still safely say that Too Many Games is my favorite out of all of them. It is crazy how many vendors they get for this thing. And maybe it was just me, but it seemed like there were even more this year. Everywhere you look, vendors with classic games. And if it's not vendors with established games or fan art, it's indie developers trying to advertise their creations. One of which were actually good friends of mine, the Shippensburg University Video Game Development Club. I've seen bits and pieces of their work before, but it was really cool to see them have their own booth and demos. Now, as some of you may know, I'm a huge fan of Some Call Me Johnny and the Super Gaming Brothers. So when I heard that they were going to have their very first panel this year, I made sure I was going to Too Many Games on the day they were having it. I got in line for it about 30 minutes before it was scheduled, and man was that a mistake. The line went forever. It was crazy how many people showed up for them. They actually had to switch over to a bigger room because so many people showed up. Johnny was on the brink of tears when the panel started. He was so happy to see all of us fans crammed into that room to see him and his brothers. I'm really glad his first panel had such a huge turnout. It was so heartwarming. And now, for the swag. I went pretty light this year, but I still got some great pickups. The original Rayman for PlayStation 1, the original Spectrobes for DS, and Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast. Which I also got last year, but that copy didn't work unfortunately. My girlfriend got Pokemon Red and Ms. Pac-Man for the Game Boy, and a beautiful Kokiri Emerald necklace. Once again, I had an absolute blast this time at Too Many Games. This is definitely going to be a yearly convention for me. Oh, and quick side note, I actually did have the Sonic 3 and Knuckles review planned to be ready for today, but this keeps happening while I try to record. I don't know what's causing it, but it's corrupting my files, so I have to redo entire recording sessions every once in a while. I promise, though, it'll be ready next week at the latest. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.